Hello and welcome to quiz class. Today we have 100 questions on English vocabulary. So let's start with question number 1. Which word describes a person obsessed with fire? Pyroclastic, pyromaniac, or volcanic? Pyromaniac. What word describes splitting an atom's nucleus to release large amounts of energy? Fission, fusion, or mitosis? Fission. What does illuminate mean? To make someone sick, to shatter something, or to shine light on something? To shine light on something. Which of the following words is a synonym of enticing? Repulsive, attractive, or extensive? Attractive. What does speculate mean? Imagine, learn, or revolve? Imagine. Which of the following words is an adjective? Departure, illusion, or elusive? Elusive. What word describes the area where a government can make legal decisions and judgments? Justification, juxtaposition, or jurisdiction? Jurisdiction. Which word describes the rampant spread of a disease across many countries? Pandemic, epidemic, or endemic? Pandemic. What word describes something that is common and widespread? Ubiquitous, unique, or umbra? Ubiquitous. Which of the following words does not belong in the group? Manufacture, decimate, or produce? Decimate. Which of the following words is a synonym for contribute? Provide, present, or proper? Provide. What is an oxymoron? An exaggeration, a really dumb person, or a phrase that contradicts itself? A phrase that contradicts itself. What does pulchritudinous mean? Pulchritudinous mean ugly, salty, or beautiful? Beautiful. What is the purpose of a cautionary tale? Imagine the future, tell lies, or warn people about danger? Warn people about danger. Which of the following words describes an indefinite and very long period of time? Iota, eon, or millennium? Eon. What does deploy mean in military terms? Retreat, conduct strict training, or bring troops or resources into action? Bring troops or resources into action. Which of the following words is not a synonym for true? Valid, deceptive, or legitimate? Deceptive. What word can describe digging deeply or conducting extensive research? Delineate, delve, or demonetize? Delve. What is the main goal of an ironic conversation? Establishing peace, analyzing a situation, or complaining? Establishing peace, ironic. What kind of word is spelled the same forward and backward? For example, race car. Homonym, palindrome, or mirrorism? Palindrome. How would you describe a reticent person? Loud and outgoing, reserved and quiet, or rude and crass? Reserved and quiet. What is a cavalry? A squad of fighter pilots, a team of swordsmen, or a group of fighters on horseback? A group of fighters on horseback. Which word describes an industry controlled by one company? Oligopoly, monopoly, or plutarchy? Monopoly. Which of the following words is a synonym for acclaim? Provide, praise, or preach? Praise. Which word describes a perfect, ideal world? Utopia, dystopia, or cacotopia? Utopia. What is a commodity? A digital token, a useless trinket, or a useful material or product? A useful material or product. Which of the following words is an antonym of eccentric? Mediocre, idiosyncratic, or unconventional? Mediocre. What is pilfering? Running in the woods, stealing small things, or wasting resources? Stealing small things. What is petrichor? fossilized wood, the sound a cicada makes, or the earthy scent of rain on dry ground. The earthy scent of rain on dry ground. Which of the following words is not a synonym for manifesto? Declaration, proclamation, or exclamation? Exclamation. What is negligence? Lacy undergarments, overturning a veto in Congress, or failure to take proper care in doing something? Failure to take proper care in doing something. What is another way to describe an eloquent speaker? Well-spoken and articulate, hurried and scatterbrained, or slow and distracted? Well-spoken and articulate. Which word describes the beginning of an institution, activity, or period of office? Perennial, cardinal, or inaugural? Inaugural. Which word is used to describe a person who is highly skilled in music or fine arts? Maestro, virtuoso, or magnifico? Virtuoso. What fraction is implied by the prefixes semi, hemi, and demi? Quarter, third, or a half? A half. Which of the following words is not related to upward movement? Levitation, submersion, or ascension? Submersion. Which of the following options is a brief definition for hypothesis? A proposed explanation that will be tested, a lack of oxygen, or a literary exaggeration? A proposed explanation that will be tested. Which of the following words describes a bright bluish-green tarnish that forms on oxidized copper? Vermilion, verdigris, or viridian? Verdigris. Which word is used to describe stars, planets, and other objects in outer space? Terrestrial, celestial, or superficial? Celestial. What is an aphorism? An offering to Aphrodite, a brain condition, or a wise figure of speech? A wise figure of speech. What is a common synonym for serendipitous? Lucky, happy, or bright? Lucky. Which word describes the act of throwing something or someone out of the window? Defenestration, capitulation, or protonation? Defenestration. Which of the following words is not a synonym for designate? Specify, denote, or confiscate? Confiscate. Which word describes a mythical creature that may exist but has never been seen? For example, Sasquatch, a cryptid, a monster, or a figment. Cryptid. Which of the following verbs means to soil, tarnish, or defile? Sully, decimate, or tease? Sully. Which word describes rendering something poorer in quality by adding another substance, typically an inferior one? Adulterate, masticate, or irritate? Adulterate. What is a fortnight? A military stronghold, a period of 14 days, or a video game your kids like? A period of 14 days. Which of the following words is not a synonym for digging? Excavation, supination, or burrowing? Supination. What does extricate mean? Uncover ancient artifacts, perform difficult aerial stunts, or free something from a constraint or difficulty? Free something from a constraint or difficulty. How would you describe a person with an effervescent personality? Hectic, bubbly, or grumpy? Bubbly. Which British slang word refers to a low-ranking member of the army? Bloke, bobby, or squaddy? Squaddy. Which word describes light emitted from living organisms like glowworms and fireflies? Phosphorescence, convalescence, or bioluminescence? Bioluminescence. What word describes carvings and embellishments done in bone or whale ivory? Scrimshaw, flim-flam, or doodles? Scrimshaw. Which of the following words is a synonym for debacle? Debate, fiasco, or ruckus? Fiasco. Which word describes a person who gives money and resources to a cause, especially education or the arts? Patriarch, patriot, or patron? Patron. Which word is used to describe the rhythm of a person's speech? Cadence, prose, or scheme? Cadence. What is soliloquy? A speech given to a crowd, the act of talking to oneself, or the public ramblings of a madman? The act of talking to oneself. What is the common word for perspiration? Tears, sweat, or rain? sweat. What number is implied by the prefix try? 3, 2, or 5? Three. What is dermatology? The study of soil, the study of skin, or the study of stars? The study of skin. Which of the following words is a tool used for sifting flour? Sleeve, sieve, or sneed? Sieve. What kind of flavor is associated with saccharine? Sour, spicy, or sweet? Sweet. Which of the following words is a synonym for receptacle? Benefactor, container, or table? Container. Which of the following words describes knowledge that is attained without evidence, rational thought, and inference? Cognition, practicality, or intuition? Intuition. What word describes a company that is completely owned and operated by another company? Franchise, branch, or subsidiary? Subsidiary. What is a sojourn? A temporary stop during a journey, a long, difficult quest, or a day for fasting? A temporary stop during a journey. What object is the origin of the English word gazette? A Venetian coin, a French chair, or an Arabian painting? A Venetian coin. Which English term comes from the Greek words for light and writing? Photospectroscopy, photosynthesis, or photography? Photography. What word describes the vibrant green of fresh vegetation? Veracity, vermilion, or verdure? Verdure. What word describes the level of cloudiness or haziness in a fluid? Turbidity, viscosity, or humidity? Turbidity. What word is the collective noun for a group of ferrets? Business, Congress, or family? Business. What is a tetralogy? A book about Tetris, a series of 4 books, or an animal with 4 legs? A series of 4 books. Which words describes the crime of intentionally trying to overthrow or disable the government of one's nation? Treason, libel, or sacrilege? Treason. Which of the following words is a scientific tool that separates materials by spinning samples? Spectrometer, centrifuge, or velocitron? Centrifuge. Which word can describe a pattern of diamonds or a masked pantomime character? Houndstooth, tartan, or harlequin? Harlequin. Which age group is associated with the word juvenile? Elders, children, or middle-aged adults? Children. Which of the following words is an antonym for contemptible? Odious, commendable, or abhorrent? Commendable. What does the word myriad mean? Ancient architecture, a very large number, or a large fish? A very large number. What is a din? A bear's home, a bell's chime, or a loud continuous noise? A loud continuous noise. Which of the five senses is associated with the word audible? Hearing, vision, or taste? Hearing. Which preposition is associated with the prefix sub? For example, subterranean, under, over, or across? Under. Which word describes an ornamental work of fine wire of gold, silver, or copper applied chiefly to gold and silver surfaces? Filigree, rococo, or pedigree? Filigree. Which of the following verbs is a synonym for console, or console, excuse me, console? Soothe, irritate, or disgust? Soothe. Which of the following words describes the act of negotiating or arguing over the terms of a purchase? Haggle, hassle, or handle? Haggle. What does invigorate mean? To drain someone's life force, to stir a pot, or to give life or energy to something? To give life or energy to something. What is the definition of the verb bifurcate? Bring two parts together, divide something into two parts, or riding on two wheels? Divide something into parts. Which of the following words describes making something invisible or imaginary into physical reality? Postulate, concentrate, or manifest? Manifest. Which of the following words is a synonym for serenity? Love, joy, or peace? Peace. Which of the following words describes a lack of good sense, normal prudence, and foresight? Competence, folly, or veracity? Folly. Which of the following words does not describe a flood or heavy rain? Torrent, desiccation, or deluge? Desiccation. Which of the following words describes a profusion of words, usually of little or obscure content? Verbiage, verbose, or verbatim? Verbiage. What is the word for a person who dies while defending a cause they believe in? A satyr, a martyr, or a deity? A martyr. What does lucrative mean? Ridiculous, producing wealth, or extremely bright? Producing wealth. Which word can describe either uncultivated hilly areas or bogland? A shire, a butte, or a moor? A moor. What does welter mean? A chaotic mess, a bruise, or a hot place? A chaotic mess. Which holiday is associated with the word Yuletide? New Year's Day, Easter, or Christmas? Christmas. Which feeling is associated with the word beatific? Ire, passion, or bliss? Bliss. Which adjective describes things characterized by routine or superficiality? Spontaneous, perfunctory, or lackadaisical? Perfunctory. How would you describe a loquacious person? They talk a lot, they do not talk, or they are very rude. They talk a lot. Which of the following words is a synonym for instigate? Research, sprint, or provoke? Provoke. Bonus question. Which Latin phrase means buyer beware in English? Let us know the answer in the comments. And of course, how well you did. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.